What's going on, everybody? How are y'all doing today? It is Wednesday, and guys, y'all know what that means. That means we just got a fresh Marvel episode of What If, the very first episode with Captain Carter. Woo-wee! Listen. Oh my goodness. Hey, I had a good time with this episode. I really had a good time. I know Marvel's been marketing this thing super heavy and all that, but I liked it. I liked it. I really, really liked it. But before we even get into all of that, we got to see who is here today in the house. Let me see who made it. My man, William Davis is first. What's going on? Glad to see you. Thank you so much for showing up. Donna's in the house. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Love to see it. Eb's in the house. What's going on? Come on now. The vets are here already. Come on, Stephanie Garnett. What's going on? I am Christian. Yes, what's going on? Love to see you. Ted, how are you? Let's see. Joy, come on now. Joy's in the house, y'all. Eric Shaw, my man. Let's go. Let's go. Man, Captain Carter. Woo, man. Oh, come on now, Miss Harper. How you doing, Miss Harper? You know we missed you the other time, Miss Harper. We glad you're here. How you doing, Miss Harper? Good to see you, as always. Minecraft girl, good to see you. Know we missed you the other couple lives, but we're glad that you could make it. My man Ernest Holloway, what's going on, brother? Another vet in the house. Let's go, let's go. Car Bros in the house. Come on now. My man Derek Gaines is here. Love to see it. Absolutely. T Cox is here. Oh, come on now. My man Jay Montgomery's here. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, okay. Matthew Collins, what's going on, sir? Oh, come on, my man. Angel Gonzalez is here too. Oh, and of course, my man Kev Z is in the house. And yes, Rib 17 is back. Ma'am, we was looking for you. We didn't know what happened to you. We was looking for you, but I'm glad you're here. Glad you could make it. Let's see. We got Elena here, Alib here. Did I miss anyone? I think okay, everybody's starting now. Everybody want to show up. Okay, that's cool. Dre Max in the house. Rhonda's here. Yes. Love to see it. Hold on. We are missing some people, aren't we? Hold on. I am okay. Denny's here. Okay, Denny. Where's Kristen? Is Kristen here today? Kristen Pratt's here. Yeah, come on now. SJ, I was about to be worried. Let's see. AJ's here. Man, come on. Y'all just warm my heart when I love to see everybody. Come on back and just come and hang out. I love it. Love it. Coop the Bullies here as well. My man John. Oh my goodness. Chief, come on now. Okay, we gotta start. We're just gonna be here all day. We're gonna but I'm glad to see everybody in the house. Okay. What did y'all think about this first episode? I want y'all to kick it off with, let me see. Let's make it interesting. Let's make this interesting. Do y'all feel like they made Peggy Carter better than Steve Rogers? Let me know right now. If you had to pick between Steve Rogers and Captain Carter, who's the better captain to you right now? I know I'm just going to come out the gate right now and ask that tough question. So let me know if is it Captain Carter or is it Steve Rogers? Let me know, because look, all I know is I saw Peggy out there doing things that I ain't never seen Steve Rogers do. Hold on. I think I got an image here. Look at this. Y'all remember this scene right here? When she was just flying through the air, just jumping from plane to plane, flicking people out their planes and stuff, hitting them with that ejectocito. And I'm like, what did we get from Steve? All we got from Steve was them little twirly jumps in the Age of Ultron or whatever. Bro, come on, man. Whoo, man, listen, they got Peggy out here doing some, she was causing problems. Oh, hold on. I got to show you. Who I almost felt bad for this dude. My man right here. You can't feel bad for Nazis, but Peggy gave him that business. When she cracked that man's knee, oh, my knee cracked. I got two bad knees, and I was just like, ah. I was like Peter Griffin on Family Guy. Just, But yo, Peggy was straight ruthless. Let me see what the people are saying. No, let me see. Yeah, Captain Carter. Listen, Captain Carter. Okay, Big Mo says Steve. Okay. Let's see. Master. Yeah, she was kind of She-Hulkish. But you know what? I think even She-Hulk, if this is what Peggy Carter is as a super soldier, you're gonna have to make She-Hulk even bigger and stronger. I'm just saying, you cannot have them be on equal level like that. So hopefully they kind of do that that upgrade when the show comes out. Let me tell you, all the work. Let's see. Steve Rogers, yeah, I agree. I'm with you. Hey, she really was. You know what? She was a better trained agent before Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers did have to learn along the way. You know, that's kind of like one of the abilities of being a super soldier is that you learn, you know, quicker and faster. So that, you know, she already kind of came in as arguably a superior fighter and, you know, soldier anyway. So that was kind of cool to see. Yes. Let's see. Too muscular. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't really know what's too muscular for a super soldier. Like she's juiced up. She is juiced up. Let's see. Okay, so I think the majority are feeling Peggy Carter more here. Look, listen, and she was out there with the gun. Yo, she had a straight 45, just pop. Didn't say nothing about nothing to nobody. Just coming in, guns a-blazing. Didn't even care about it. Let's see. Yes, power of animation. Now, did y'all like the animation? Because I have to be honest, when I first saw the animation, I was kind of like, this feels a little too Disney-ish. It reminded me of Love, Death, Robots a little bit, but I don't know. Like, I kind of get, because it looks like the entire series is going to be this animation style. And don't get me wrong, I got used to it like after the first, 3-4 minutes, but I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just a little spoiled from Netflix, you know, with Castlevania and He-Man and, you know, all the other shows that they've been doing. Like, I don't know. I'm curious to see if that was just me. Maybe other people like the animation. It didn't kill it for me and nothing like that. But at the same time, I don't know. I felt a little distracted sometimes. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I think it was cool. Okay. You thought it was smooth. Okay. All right. Let's see. Should be better. Fair enough. Beautifulist one. Thank you so much for that super chat. I really appreciate it. Let me see if I can find your comment because I guess it got lost. Oh, wait. I got it. All right. Been a fan for a while. Love what you do. Intellectual heft and fun. Kind of bored with you two, with White Heroes. But here for the obvious joy you have for reviewing this moment in the MCU. Continued joy, bruh. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that contribution. I really do. Thank you so much. Let's see. Debo, love the animation. Okay, all right. You know, that's cool. Lena, okay, you felon. Okay, it's straight. All right, you know, that's fair. Not 100% fan. I get that. Not, you know what, Rims, I was kind of like, I get it. I mean, that's been a criticism from the previous, ever since Gal Gadot got signed on. A lot of people were talking about her weight and stuff. I feel like once you put the costume on, whatever. I don't even care no much. Like, she ain't got to be super big. At the end of the day, as long as you can act, that's what really matters, right? But let's see. Oh, okay. All right, Jay, you feeling the animation? Okay, that's cool. Let me see. So, you know, this was pretty interesting. You know, I think the what stood out to me, what I liked first and foremost, I like the fact that the Watcher specifically named, I guess we can call it her Nexus event, right? Because clearly if the TVA were working, if they was operational, the moment she was like, nah, I don't want to go in the booth, I'm gonna stay down here, that would have been like, time to prune them, time to reset the timeline. But I like the fact that the Watcher pointed this out. Now, I know that this is, well, I put this in my breakdown, so I'll go into it a little bit more. But I felt like at first, when they told us that that was the moment that, this alternate timeline started to diverge or whatever, I don't think that was actually true, because later on we get to it, when they get to the world tree, the mural. Let me get that picture actually. When they get to this part right here, y'all, that wasn't part of the first Captain America movie. That wasn't in it at all, which leads me to believe this alternate universe clearly has a whole different history. Some other stuff has gone down, and it's not just, Peggy made a different decision and then boom, now we got something else. No. This universe, this reality, this timeline, something else happened, because like I said, this was not there on the original mural in Captain America the First Avenger. So I'm just saying this was something that I go into it a little bit more in the breakdown. I give you a little bit of a theory as well. But I'm just, now this is kind of making me wonder, okay, how connected is this actually going to be? And that's something I wanted to get y'all opinion on. Do y'all actually want these to connect? Do you want these episodes to connect at all to the MCU, or are you cool with them just being standalone? Is it cool if it was just like, yo, you know what? Agent Peggy Carter or Captain Carter exists. She's in her own little universe. That's great. And we can move on with something else. Or do y'all actually want these characters? Do you want these stories to jump into the main MCU and maybe even go live action? I'm gonna go to some of these comments here, but I'd like to know where y'all think or where y'all stand with whether or not these should stay standalone, or if they should, like, I don't know, like, should they merge into the main MCU, if there even is one anymore? Because after Loki, who knows what the hell is going on? Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on now. I thought I saw. Did I see? No. Okay, let me get these before they disappear. Oh my gosh, sweet November. Thank you. Oh my gosh, $30. Thank you so much. Oh goodness. I made a live. Hey, y'all. Hey man, I like What If, but anything MCU keeps me happy. Jeffrey Wright gives the show Twilight Zone vibes 100%. I love the fact that my man got cast as the Watcher. He has the perfect voice for this stuff. I could see him just narrating all of these things. Matter of fact, he could just, man, they could throw him in the beginning and the end of like every MCU movie from now on, honestly. But I'm with you. I like what he does. And I'm kind of curious because in the comics, I mean, it was like, I think it was only like one series or something like that. But like, the Watcher's a whole like, I don't interfere. I can't interfere. I won't interfere. Eventually he interferes, but that's a whole nother storyline. Well, I don't know if they're going to go into that, but either way, I love the fact that Jeffrey Wright is doing this. I think he is perfect for the role. But ma'am, thank you so much for that contribution. I really appreciate it. Let's see, we got Eric Bradford here. Was Steve Rogers the first Iron Man in this timeline? You know what? It's looking like it, right? Because right now we got him in the Hydra Stomper, and this does look like at least the prototype version of what Tony Stark was building when he got kidnapped, right? And here's the thing. In the first, and by the way, I don't know if y'all have done it already or not, but like this made me definitely want to go rewatch Captain America the First Avenger, because I wanted to see where all the differences were, and one of the things that kind of struck me was like, wait, when they got the possession, when they got the tesseract, and because Peggy Carter was like Captain America and she was doing her own thing, you have to also keep in mind the level of like discrimination, right? So the discrimination that was going on because women were not able to fully serve into the military. I want to say it was like 3 years after World War II. So 3 years after all these events. So Steve Rogers was handpicked, to still be the hero of the war, even though you got a whole big old swole Captain Carter right there. So even though, and I'm not saying Howard Stark was discriminatory or nothing, but because he had time, because Captain Carter was already doing her thing, he still had time to invest in Steve Rogers. And because of that, he was like, oh, okay, super soldier check. Yo, Steve Rogers, we still need to do something for you. Because if you think about the first Captain America movie, wasn't nobody paying that much attention to Peggy. Nobody was like, yo, Peggy, how can we get you in the fight? That wasn't there because of the social consciousness at the time. So now it's split where they like, oh, okay, yeah. Peggy's a super soldier. But Steve, man, we got to get you on this suit. I do go into the breakdown, my breakdown video a little bit more about this. So definitely check that out. I'll probably drop that in like the next day or so. I already recorded it, so I just got to edit it up. But yeah, I mean, like at this point in this timeline, it does look like Steve Rogers is the very first Iron Man. And I don't know, maybe the real question is like, if they had Iron Man that early, are we going to see more? Are there going to be more copies? Because you know how it's always an arms race. So I don't know. That's another interesting thing that I have to say. I like the fact that we're getting like these little peeks into these timelines, but sometimes they make me wonder, like, okay, now I want to know everything else that goes on in this universe, because in this timeline, there could be some other wild stuff happening. Like, for example, does Steve end up becoming the Winter Soldier? I mean, we saw him take a fall, right? I mean, no, they didn't turn him or nothing, but like, does he eventually become twisted, brainwashed later on? I don't know. That's just a whole nother rabbit hole. But thank you so much for your contribution, Alejandro, my man. What's up, E-Man? I don't know much about the Watcher. Who is this dude peeping timing around? Look, the Watcher is literally who he says he is. It's just a group of aliens who a group of cosmic beings. All they do is record history. That's it. They just watch and observe, and that's it. They're nerds. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, they're nothing. It ain't nothing special. Like, think of whatever Heimdall does, but like magnified by like 1,000,000. So that's all they do. Don't think too deep into it. They just know all and they see all and they just record it because that's just kind of like their job. Kind of like how the collector likes to collect things. They like to watch things. That's all. So, but thank you, brother. I appreciate the contribution, man. Really do. Let's see. What else we got here? I don't want to miss my. Oh, come on, my man. Brandon K. Avery, Just My Opinion Reviews. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Really doesn't matter to me if it merges. Either or. Jeffrey Wright is dope. Bob Chapek sucks. Yeah, man. Yeah. For y'all that don't know, he's referring to Bob Chapek. He is the current CEO of Disney. He's the one that's that ScarJo got some beef with. Yeah, man, he can it ain't a good time for Disney right now. So I'm with you on that, brother. I'm with you on that. But thank you, man. I appreciate your contribution so much. Let's see. I think I saw who said that? Ooh, Nathan Moore. The first episode was better than Captain America. Ooh. You know what? Like, and I was thinking about this too. I was thinking about that. I think this episode gets to cheat. Okay, it gets to cheat because one, we already know the events in the first Captain America movie, right? And we don't have to go through all the drama and the setups and the introductions that we would have had to go through in a movie, right? So this episode, even though it was only like 30 minutes long, it didn't have to do all the fluff work or whatever. Like, it was just like, yo, you become the super soldier, action, end. And that was it. I was like, dang, man, we got like all the love and romance stuff. You get a little bit of it, but we ain't really have to waste a lot of time. So I don't know. I mean, I understand why you could feel that way. I just feel like, because of the fact that it just benefited from not having to do more work. and skipping to all the good parts. That was it. It was fine from there. But thank you so much for that comment. Let's see, my man Levride, thank you, sir. It bugs me that Steve was the first Iron Man because it was inspired by the original arc reactor. What inspired Howard Stark to make the suit? So my explanation in my breakdown, I wanted to say, like, so Howard Stark, and I think you have to kind of go back to Iron Man 2. Remember in Iron Man 2 where, like, Tony kind of discovered or rediscovered the new element, and that's what kind of propelled him to do the arc reactor and, like, perfect it and stuff. The whole goal, excuse me, the whole goal was about having unlimited, like an unlimited energy source, right? So however you get that energy source, that was the point. And Howard Stark with the Tesseract was like, yo, this is an Infinity Stone. It is like an unlimited source of power. And that's why once they had it in their possession, that is what was powering the suit. You saw the blue eyes and everything, like that. It was the Tesseract that was powering the suit. So my guess here, like you can see it right there in the chest too. My guess is that Howard Stark maybe, and this is just a loose theory. I think that Howard Stark might have had like some notes, because we saw he had all these notebooks and stuff, and he was a futurist. Don't forget, he was the kind of guy that was thinking 50, 100 years in the future all the time. He probably had the prototype for a iron suit, but never got around to it in the main MCU timeline because they were all focused on Steve Rogers. And remember, I said now that they don't really care about Peggy as much, and they still want to do something for Steve because sexism. I think it was kind of like, oh, now that the formula worked and we can't do nothing, man, let me go through my notebook. And now that we have this unlimited power source, I could take this theory for this suit and make it a real thing. So I think that's what happened with this. And I think that's why we got this Iron Man suit. And like I said, later on, maybe it does inspire even more, because how do you replicate an infinite power source like the Tesseract, but judging by the end of this, it looks like S.H.I.E.L.D. keeps possession of the Tesseract all the way through for like them 70 years. At least I'm assuming so. But that's kind of my thought on it. I mean, the one thing I'll say about this also is, like, I feel like the way that they're playing with the timelines and these alternate realities, I feel like some stuff is still predetermined, right? It might not happen at the exact time, but certain things are still predetermined. So, for example, there has to be a super soldier person, whether it's Steve Rogers, Peggy Carter, there has to be one. When it came to the train scene, somebody had to fall. If it was not Bucky, it was going to have to be Steve. And maybe at this point, there's got to be an Iron Man, whether it's Steve Rogers or whether it's, Tony Stark 70, 80, 70 years in the future. There's got to be, something's always got to happen. So, I don't know. Maybe that's predeterminism. Maybe Marvel's trying to say this is destiny and these things some way, shape, or form have to happen. I don't know, but I just kind of thought that was a little interesting, nevertheless. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's see. Oh, what we got one here from Portia. Thank you so much, Portia. Marvel has said that What If series is canon, and some of the characters are rumored to show up in the upcoming crossover movies. That is true. So Marvel has. They said so during the press conference. They said that it is part of the MCU, so you can treat it like anything else in the MCU. And I mean, at this point, come on now, it's been over a decade. Y'all been connecting everything else. Why would you stop now, right? So I think that I think what this also may do is be a bit of a proving test ground, right? Imagine if fans didn't like Agent Carter. Like, what if they just did not like Captain Carter at all? Marvel could just be like, oh, y'all didn't like her? Oh, okay, yeah, we don't like her either. Yeah, that was just a one-off. But if people do like her and people really enjoy her character, Now they can call up Haley Atwell and be like, hey girl, man, they loved your character, so come on in as Doctor Strange and put that British suit on, so that could be, kind of what they're doing with this series. I feel like they wanted this to test out ideas more than anything. If certain wacky combinations work, boom, cool, we can get that and we can roll with it. But yeah, I'm totally for them putting these things into future movies. In the future, if possible. Hold on. Thank you so much, Zia. Okay. Let me see if I can go back and find it. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I got it. Oh, I got it. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. SJ, veteran. Thank you so much. I want to see her in the future, Peggy Carter, when she came out the wormhole. So another episode for me. Yes, I am right there with you. I am totally down for them to do that. Now here's the thing. We don't know if we're going to get a continuation of these characters in the same timeline, or maybe there's another Captain Carter in another timeline and she's fighting zombies. I don't know, or maybe we continue from where she left off, meeting Nick Fury and Hawkeye, and so I don't know, but one way or another, I like the character, so I definitely want to see that again. I want to see her pop up for sure, so I'm right there with you. But thank you so much for that. Sorry for missing your chat, man. This stuff be like auto scrolling so fast sometimes. Let's see. Jason Wilcox, my man, let's go. Episode 1 was dope. Peggy wasn't playing around. I thought it was creative and left so many doors open. Can't wait for the T'Challa episode next week. I'm curious to see what they do with the Avengers episode. Woo, man, look, listen, I'm not gonna give nothing away. I'm just gonna say episode 2 is definitely one of the best out of the first three. Like, Peggy Carter was cool. If I had to rank them, I'd say the T'Challa episode is the best. Second one is the Peggy Carter one, and then the third one would be the Avengers one. Now I liked all of them. It's just that the T'Challa one has really good rewatch value. Like, you can rewatch it and just have a good time with it. The Peggy Carter one is cool, but like I said, it's like once you get it, you get it. And the only reason I'd put the third Avengers one at the bottom is because it's a mystery. So once you solve the mystery, once you know what happens, that's it. Like, there isn't really much reason to go back and watch it and check it out. I mean, it's good, but it's like, it feels more like a one and done, So matter of fact, even for that video, or for that episode, I don't even think I'm gonna do a breakdown for that one, because it's like, once you learn it, it's kind of like, okay, like, that's it. But yes, please stay tuned for that second one. I personally really like it. Let's see. Thank you so much, Jason. Let's see. Do others want to see more Marvel animation? You know what? I've been cool with Marvel. I've been hoping Marvel would come back into the animation thing. Because I remember watching, like, what was it, the Ultimate Avengers and the Doctor Strange. That was like in 2007, I want to say. I want them to go back to that, because we've seen DC do what they've done with it, right? Like, DC will sit there and do their animated stuff, and they'll do like all these wild stories, all these different stories. And I mean, we already know the animation is way better than the live action. So I'm like, yo, Marvel, like, I'm sure y'all can do the animation just as well. It ain't got to be just What If. Y'all can go do some other things. Matter of fact, excuse me, since y'all don't have the rights for Hulk, in live action, you do have the rights for Hulk in animation. You could have been giving us another. I mean, they already did a Planet Hulk movie like a long time ago. I'm just saying, you could make an MCU Hulk movie that people have been asking for since forever and do that. Like, yeah, listen, I'm with you on this. I want to see more animation from them personally. I think they can definitely do some they can do some damage with that. Let's see, T-Cox. Yes, they did show the zombies. I'm looking forward to the Marvel Zombies one. That one is I just don't know how they're going to connect it. Like, I don't know if it's a continuation from the Captain Carter one. I don't know if it's a whole different timeline, but one way or another, I mean, excuse me, the Marvel Zombies comic line, that storyline is fantastic. So I hope that they do it one way or another. Hold on, I got my home girl here, Stephanie. Thank you so much. My favorite Marvel animations are X-Men and the Avengers Assemble. Let's go! Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Avengers Assemble. Let me tell you, if y'all not watching those things on and they on Disney Plus now, I love watching them, and I have to say, as a proud dad, my daughter is starting to watch them now too. Oh my gosh! I walked in her room, I was like, "Is that Dr. Doom on the TV with the Fantastic Four?" Oh snaps! Oh my goodness, that show is really cool. And the cool thing about that show is that it's not, obviously it's kind of like a little riff off of the MCU, but they are able to do a lot of testing with that too. So like I said, in the animated world, they already got Dr. Doom in there. They already got the Fantastic Four in there. You know what I'm saying? So like, matter of fact, they did a version of Endgame where Thanos got all the stones and everything, like almost a year before Endgame actually came out, before Infinity War came out. So it's really cool show. Definitely go check that out if you don't mind. The little, it's still a little teenish, but it's pretty cool. And of course, dare I say, they do T'Challa justice. My man is a real king in the Avengers Assemble. So check that out if you got it. If you got time to check that out sometime. So actually, there was something here I did want to. Y'all know I brought this up before. And I wanted to, give y'all the little exclusive because I couldn't drop this earlier. Hold on, I want to get that for you here. Now, this was the one thing that kind of bothered me. It bothered me in Loki. I talked to the director, and there was not a good enough answer for it. And y'all know what I'm talking about. How are these people just picking up the tesseract and ain't nothing happening to them? Like, I've made this case a couple times already. When you touch the tesseract, you either get burnt or you get like tossed into another planet or something. Or unless you like an alien like Thanos or Loki or something, like everybody can't just touch this thing. I'm just saying it. I know it's in an encasing, and the space stone is inside. I'm just saying, if you go watch Captain America, the First Avenger, this thing was so hot. When they dropped it on the ground, it burned a hole through the plane. It's hot. You know what I'm saying? So my thing with this was, I was like, yo, y'all were real deliberate in showing us that Peggy was just holding this thing with no problem. And I actually had a chance to talk to the directors and ask them what's going on with this. So let me see. I actually have a clip of what they told me, and I want to play that for y'all. So let's get this loaded up, and here you go. In the first episode, we see a certain character pick up a certain cosmic object. Previously in the MCU, if anyone touched this thing, they'd get burned or worse. Can you explain why that character isn't affected when they do pick it up?
Well, if you're referring to the tesseract, I believe that if you have a gloved hand, one can pick up the tesseract. Since the Infinity Stone is inside, if you touch an Infinity Stone pure and dry, you'll get toasted unless you're, someone extremely badass. And I think in our episode 1, I think it's the only people that contact that are A, they're gloved, which is helpful, and B, it's still the tesseract. So therefore there is a certain level of protection there too. So I believe that's accurate. At least that's what the Marvel peeps told me. So
there were discussions about this.
There were plenty of discussions. So yeah.
Because in the first Avengers movie, Sam Jackson, Nick Fury, he had a glove and he still got burned. So
Maybe his gloves were way too thin.
That could be it. That could be it. I'm
I
fine
mean?
with that. I'm fine with that.
It'll come down to the brand, you know.
No, oh, of course, of course. The gloves. So Peggy Carter's 70-year-old older gloves was better than Nick Fury. Man, I wish Marvel would just say, like, man, we messed up. I just say that, yo, we messed up. That's all. Just say that. Just say y'all messed up. I know. Listen. Let me tell you something. I actually warned them ahead of it. I was like, hey man, I be watching these things way too much. I got questions. And there are other questions that I do ask, but because they're kind of spoilery, I can't drop my full interview. I'm gonna drop them with y'all. I'm gonna give them to y'all, so y'all make sure y'all come every week. But I wasn't able to listen. There was another question I put pressure on. I put some pressure. And that's on the third episode. The Avengers episode. So make sure y'all come back. Again, I put some more pressure on them with another question. But that was just something. Like I said, that was just something. I'm like, yo, come on now, like the gloves. But then it burns through a iron metal floor. But gloves? Come on, man. I'm sorry. I paid too much attention to it. That's just me. Thank you, B-Pax. Appreciate you working my through AA per your earlier suggestion. Okay. And it is really good quality. Makes sad. We didn't get more team time and bonding in the MCU. Yes. No, I mean, look, that's okay. We'll I think that there will be more time and investment placed. But yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. But thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's see. Let's see. No glove, no love. The gloves. Come on. I'm just whatever. Whoa, my man Big Mo. Oh, bro, man, you be blessing this channel, man. Thank you, brother. My goodness, with the hundo. Woo, my gosh. Oh, man, thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. My good. Okay, let me actually read the question. On my way to work, on my way into work, but I wanted to say that I enjoyed the episode. I did feel the pacing was a bit fast, so it could hit all the marks of the movie. Also, what's your thoughts on the Tim Drake? Oh, man. Why you have to ask me that? Okay, all right. Hey, you paid for an opinion, so I'll give it to you. So your question is in regards to the latest news in the comics that Tim Drake, aka Robin, he was the third Robin, the Batman. He has come out to be bisexual. My thoughts on it, I don't care. I'll be just straight up honest. Like, wasn't nobody checking for Tim Drake. I don't think anything really drastically changes with him coming out as bisexual. I mean, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was it? Iceman in the X-Men. I remember years ago he had came out. I want to say he came out as bisexual too. So, like, and like, I mean, does it affect his powers? I don't think so. Does it affect who he dates? I guess. I don't care. Love who you want to love, man. That's your business, So, good for the LGBTQ community. If they feel seen, if they feel represented, good for them. But yeah, I don't really care, to be honest with you. I guess I wasn't even looking for Tim Drake in the first place. So that's just my honest opinion about it. Good for whoever feels good about it, but it's not really going to change nothing for me. It's not going to make me view the character any more or less. Yeah, that's it. But hey, thank you so much for your contribution. I really, absolutely, definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's see what else. Oh, hold on. I want to make sure I ain't miss nobody here. Let's see. Too kind. Oh, you are too kind. Thank you so much for this contribution. Thank you for all your videos. I guess you could say this. The stones have a certain wisdom. Maybe the tesseract burns when it wants to. You know what? Then just say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just all I want is some consistency. That's it. Y'all making these billion-dollar properties and stuff. Just one line. That's all you gotta say. Like, man, you know the stone don't like you, so it burn you. Hey, the stone like you, so it don't burn you. Like, just that's fine. I just wanted some consistency. But you know what? I give you another one. Here's a freebie for Marvel. You could just say that it burns people after it's been used, right? So if you say like, yo, because here's the thing, when Nick Fury was using it, when he was pulling it and it burned his hand, I believe they had just got done activating it. So of course, you know, it's kind of like if you touch an oven after it's been on, it's gonna be hot. Maybe. Let's see what else. I want to say when it fell through the airplane floor, it was right after it, you know, gave Red Skull that one-way ticket to Vormir. Okay, like, but you see how like that's just a simple the gloves. The gloves. Okay. We could have. It ain't got to be that complicated. That's just me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's see, Sharon. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Missed the start of the show, but it was great to see and listen to your review. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in as well, my man Nelson. What's going on? Thank you so much. So, in episode, did Captain Carter travel through time through a wormhole or the tesseract? So, this is a very good question. I actually do give an explanation on the in my breakdown, but since you supporting the channel, I might as well give you the answer right now. So my theory is that we know that the tesseract will open up a door, right? That's all it does. It connects. You can travel through space. It is not a time travel device, right? So it's going to take you from point A to point B. That's it. And it can only open the door from one side. That's it, right? So my theory is that while they were on Earth and this portal was open and some creature or whatever, the tesseract is here and it opens everything up. Peggy goes through the portal to whatever dimension that this creature was in, and she's fighting this creature. Maybe she defeats it, maybe she doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't matter. 70 years go by. The tesseract is still here on Earth, right? Peggy's over here doing her thing, but the door reopens with Nick Fury and Hawkeye. They reopen the door. That lets Peggy come right back to Earth. Now, for her, she was like, oh, where's Steve Rogers? That gives me the impression that for her, she's like, barely any time passed, right? Or maybe it was 5 minutes, maybe it was 30 minutes. So maybe whatever dimension she was in, maybe it was kind of like the quantum realm where time works differently. And, 5 hours over, on Earth is like only 5 minutes there. Who knows? But I think that would be the best way to think about it. They opened up a door in 1942 or whatever. She was fighting for however long. She got done. She thought maybe 10 minutes went by. She came back, and it was 70 years later until they reopened the door. I hope that makes sense. I think that's the only explanation I can think of, because other than that, again, the Space Stone does not deal with time, with space like that. And you can open the door from one way, but you can't open it from the other way like that. So that's what I'm going to go with. Hopefully that answers the question. Hopefully that is actually what it is. I don't know. But thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's see. We got She Who Remains. Good to see you. Thank you. Okay, E-Man Smooth. I see you with the fresh cut. Come on now with the quarantine cut. You already know. They said it didn't hurt her because mind your business. Ignore that. It's hotter than fish grease in hell. You know what? You be playing too much. Thank you, though. I appreciate you. Thank you. Now, okay, so before we go, there was one more thing. I I have to ask y'all, who exactly do y'all think this was? Who do y'all think the big bad actually was at the end? Let me know what you think in the comments, because I think that it could actually be 3 different characters for 3 different reasons. But I kind of want to see where y'all are at with this. So let me know if y'all have any guesses, if y'all have like any ideas of who the big tentacle monster was at the very end. Okay, my man, He Who Remains, first of all. Okay, Shumagora, okay, because he was growing to full size and he'd be a multiverse threat that can transition to the MCU and introduce these characters. I like that. Okay, I'm cool. Brooke Shields, you playing. She said calamari. Oh, that is funny. That is funny. Okay, so we going with the Shuma, the release the Kraken. Okay. Cthulhu, maybe. Okay, could be. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, it could be Cthulhu too. It could be him. Yeah, okay. See, now that was the thing. Like, so I think because we don't have confirmation about this yet. We don't actually have confirmation yet. But I do think that right now the leading opinion is that it could be Shumagarath or Shumagarath, whatever you want to call him. And this character was like a Doctor Strange villain. I mean, certainly looks the part, right? You know, got the tentacles. We didn't see the big one eyeball. You know, we didn't see that. But it is possible that this could be it. Now, when I was first watching this, because you know I didn't have like nobody to talk to about it, so you know, for me, I'm just guessing in the dark. Hey, you done made me a little hungry too with that. But yeah, you know, oh, see, thank you. There we go. Elder Lance, thank you. Thought it might have been Hive from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Listen, I thought the same thing. I thought, because here's the thing, Marvel could reimagine these characters, right? I also thought that it could have been Hive, because if you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Hive was another character that was in another dimension, and Hive was the original inspiration for Hydra. So I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, that's the champion that you guys were talking about. That's the one that you want to create your organization under. So if you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that makes sense, you know. But then I also was thinking maybe it was Chthon. Chthon is another tentacle kind of like monster or whatever, an elder god. I'm sitting there thinking like, yo, he's also from another dimension. And for those of y'all that don't know, he's the one that actually authored the Darkhold, the Book of the Damned from WandaVision. And I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, I wonder if that's what they're doing, because he's the one that's in charge of like, or he's a source of power for chaos magic. You know, so I don't know. I think it's the big octopus dude or whatever. It could be him, but I don't know. Yeah, man, listen, I'm telling you, Hive was really dope. I think they can go in different directions with it, basically, because one way or another, somebody has a connection to Doctor Strange, or they can have a connection to Scarlet Witch, or to Hydra directly. I don't know. It could be anything. It could be anyone. I don't know. Let me grab this here real quick. And my man Eddie, what's going on? Looks like the monster from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Oh, you know what? Now I'm gonna have to go back and watch that just to see, because they were fighting the tentacle monster too. So maybe that was it. See, now that's the other thing, right? It could have just been a generic monster. You know, Marvel, Ralph Boner. You know, Marvel will just throw some random stuff out there and be like, "Oh, y'all thought it was that? Oh no, that was just some calamari from another dimension." Okay, so man, I don't know. I think it could be a whole bunch of different options. But thank you, Eddie. I appreciate you. Let's see. Wouldn't have been something connected to Asgard, considering that the Red Skull was working towards. So this is what I'm talking about, right? Like it could have been, but for all we know, so here's the thing: whether it was Cathan or whether it was gosh, I keep forgetting his name, Shumagaroth, right? Both of these characters were elder gods, right? Or they were creatures that were here at the beginning of time. Both of those characters ruled Earth for some time. So, and I'm just spitballing a theory here. Odin came down to Earth to visit Norway a couple of different times. For all we know, maybe Odin ran into Shuma, maybe he ran into Cathan, and maybe he used the tesseract to banish them to whatever realm. Maybe that's why we see that tesseract looking thing right there, and maybe that's what caused the people of Earth or Norway to worship Odin as a god, because he was like, oh, maybe he freed them from the rule. Possibly, I don't know. This is something we're gonna need confirmation on. Look, I'm gonna try my hardest to talk to the directors again or something. I don't know if I'll be able to, but we need some answers. But here's the other thing: they might answer this later in the season too. We don't know. We don't know the actual structure for the What If series right now. I'll say, at least from what I've seen in the first 3 episodes, everything is just kind of like they're not connected. They're not connected, but they could be. You know what I'm saying? Like they're different stories on different timelines, but who knows what happens at the end of the season and something makes them connect. I don't know. But anything is possible, of course. Let's see. I smiled at that. When I saw my man get crunched. Hold on, do I have that? Let me see. Do I have? Yeah. I was like, yeah, well, being a Nazi and all, that's what you get. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Oh man. Oh yes, I did take a little bit of joy in that. Let's see. I got my man, He Who Runs Phase. Thank you, brother. He didn't come with magic. He showed up and tried to get Captain Carter to join his Only Hands page with the promo MCU. Yes. Yeah, I mean, so right. Like maybe it wasn't magical. Man, I mean, somebody's gonna have to get some answers, because I feel like you can write this in so many different ways. And however you write it, I think we all gonna be like, okay, that makes sense. So, but yeah, hey, brother, thank you so much for that. I appreciate you as always. Let me see. Hold on. I think I saw another question. Hold on. Let me see. Nope. Hold on. Let me make sure. I hope I didn't see it. Hold on. Did I see something? Nope. Okay, I got that. Oh man, hold up. Okay, my bad. I skipped Derek Gaines, brother. My goodness, thank you so with the 100. Okay, my goodness, brother, thank you so much. Let me give you that. Let me give you this time here. I'm glad they let me catch this on the back end here. Thank you so much, Derek Gaines, for the $100 super chat. My goodness, this episode of What If left me with wanting more. It was all Peggy smash, but I didn't feel it like I felt other Marvel projects. What was the wow factor? And I stayed up till 3 to watch it. Keep up the good work, brother. My daughter Tegan says hi. Hey Tegan, how are you? Thank you so much for that contribution, man. You know what? Hey, look, I'll say this. I think that until we know more, until we know how the What If series is really going to play out. And I don't think we're going to know until the end of the season, to be honest with you. I don't know if these are worth staying up until 2:00 in the morning for. I just don't. I think you can get your sleep and just watch. Now, the only reason I would say you may want to stay up to watch is just to avoid spoilers. Because I'll tell you this. In the T'Challa episode, there are a lot of surprises that happen. I won't tell you what kind or what it is, but there are some surprising things that happen. And when those things happen, it would kind of suck if somebody told you, you know, hey, blah, blah, blah happens. In the third episode, because it's a mystery, the cool thing about mysteries is the fact that, you know, if the mystery's spoiled, then the whole thing is spoiled, right? So that'll be the only thing. I would just say, like, don't feel like you have to stay up to see greatness, but stay up only if you want to avoid spoilers. But again, that's all. You could also do that by just not checking your phone, just not checking the internet. Maybe when you wake up, if you have time, when you wake up, just watch the episode at that point. You know, if you can make that work. But yeah, I don't want y'all to feel like, you know, that these episodes, at least so far, because I can only speak for the first 3. None of them were like, man, I got to get up and watch this immediately. The driving force, I think, is more so I need to just avoid spoilers. If you can avoid spoilers in other ways, do that. So that way you can actually get your sleep. But I don't want to overhype it to the point where it's like, man, this is must see immediately, you know. Nah. At this point, it's really just you don't want things to be ruined for you. So don't let that happen. That's all I would say in that regard. But brother, man, thank you so much. Sorry I skipped your question. I thought I caught it, but thank you so much. Appreciate that. And thank y'all for reminding me about that too. Sometimes I don't be seeing them, but if I catch a reminder, I can definitely catch it before it disappears. But thank you so much. M. Dillinger, thank you so much. Can we discuss real quick how she magically got a sword? Like one scene she was jumping and flipping around, then poof, she's wielding the sword. You know what? There are a lot of things, and I'll say this because, you know, when I had to go back and look over some things for the breakdown, there were a lot of things that just happened really, really fast. Like, for example, did y'all realize that Tommy Lee Jones's character died? You know, the other Colonel Phillips, I think. Did y'all see him die? Because I watched this thing twice and I missed that. And it wasn't until like the third or fourth time I watched it and I was like, oh my God, he died. Because I was like, why are we stuck with this Colonel Flynn dude? Like, where'd he come from? Where is Tommy Lee Jones's character? But he died just like that. And it literally happened in like 2 frames. So it's one of those things where, like, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look. I'm assuming because they're in a castle, because they're in like, you know, this in this castle setting, there are probably swords and shields sitting around everywhere. So that's where I'm guessing she got that. But I would have to go back and look at it a little bit closer. I don't think she just grabbed it out of nowhere, especially because, you know, in animation, every frame counts. You know what I'm saying? So like, I would hope that they wouldn't just skip over it like that. That would just be super lazy. But thank you so much for that. Let's see. Okay. Like I'm just now seeing all y'all reminders on the Derek Games. Well, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so much for keeping me on my toes here. She Who Remains, what if because they said so. Also Derek, okay. All right. All right, thank you so much. Man, see this is the community. This is the village. This is the family. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for that. Man, I need to like have like another person run these sometimes, because, you know, talking and running the chat and stuff, it's a whole lot. It's a lot. But thank you, man. And again, brother Derek, you already know, man, we already chit chat all the time. So like, thank you, brother. I appreciate you as always. Let's see. Okay, so I figured as much. I thought she did grab it, so yeah, I get that. Angel, thank you so much. Let's see. Into the movie of the first Avengers, Red Skull holds a tesseract without it hurting him. So strong beings are able to hold it, not humans. And Red Skull did have on gloves. Okay, I'm gonna go check that. I'm gonna go double check that. Thank you for that. Now, was he barehanding the tesseract? That's the part I need to see. Like, or is this are you talking about the moment right before he gets teleported? Because if he gets teleported, that's what I was also talking about. Like, it affects people if they just touch it. But hey, if Marvel just want to say you got to be super strong and then that does, I'm fine with that too. I don't care. Like, as long as there's just some little consistency, I'm cool with that. But hey, thank you so much, Angel. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go back and look at that again just to double check the scene that you were talking about as well. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, you saw that. Okay, when Phillips died. What if indeed? He who runs fate, brother, man, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Oh, the sword was in the stone. That castle was where Red Skull collected all the things of supernatural and scientific mystery. Yes, I believe it. And hey, you know what? It could have been the sword in the stone, right? Like he was a believer in all those myths and stuff. So it absolutely could have been that for sure. So yes, good eye. Thank y'all. I'm glad y'all caught that. So now I don't have to go back and go look. But thank you. Yeah, see, listen, Chris, I can't tell you how much I appreciate y'all so much. I'm trying to tell you. Let's go. See, come on now. Look. You know what? I think I might. I'm gonna have to look into that. So yeah, if y'all want to submit some applications, let me know. I've seen a couple of y'all do it on other channels, so if y'all just want to do it here, that's fine with me. I trust y'all. I feel like y'all already have a vibe. Y'all know what we expect, in these chats, so I think it'll be cool to do that. So if you down for it, please let me know. Let me know on the Friday chat. Matter of fact, check in early if you can on the Friday chat. And I'll try and set y'all up and get y'all going that way. But yes, thank you so much. I listen, I could always use some help. I ain't never gonna be a time I can't do that or I can't use that. What happened? Hey, this wasn't on me, was it? I hope that was YouTube. I hope that wasn't on me. Okay. All right. I appreciate y'all. All right, y'all. Well, look, that's all. I mean, look, I don't think these episodes are going to be that deep. I don't know if they're going to be something that we got to dissect 110%. We going to have some talk. We going to talk though about the next episode. We going to talk about that T'Challa episode though. Don't you trust that? But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Of course, you guys already know Friday we got the live chat going as well. We're going to talk about all the news. We're going to talk about all the stuff that's been going on during the week. I am looking forward to you guys showing up. I cannot leave here. Yes, I see it. I will. Yes, I got you. I will not leave without that. But I have to thank y'all for all the support. I appreciate y'all coming in, hitting the like button, supporting this channel. It always means so much to me. And I am going to sound like a broken record when I say I appreciate you, because I really do. But of course, I can't leave here without hooking y'all up, because he who runs fate, bro, you a top supporter. There's no way I could deny you on this. So without further ado, y'all have fun with this. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all Friday, same time, same place. Until next time.